organizing for housing as a human right and to get big money out of politics. I am the hip-hop congressman. We are going to show APAC the power of the South Bronx. People ask me why I got a foul mouth. What am I supposed to do? You coming after me?
It did not work. A big loss for progressive Democrats. Jamal Bowman, congressman from New York's 16th Congressional District, lost to Westchester County Executive George Latimer yesterday in the New York State primary. The squad member and notorious fire alarm puller lost to the pro-Israel centrist by 17 points, which is a huge margin for a two-term incumbent member of Congress. And with just over 4 months to go until the election, this could be a sign of things to come for Democrats. For more, let's welcome in New York Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis. It's great to have you on. What'd you make of this loss and the fact that Bowman just lost by 17 points in his district?
Look, it was a great night for New York and for the country. I think that the pendulum has swung too far to the left, particularly in the state of New York. And what you're seeing is a correction. And we're seeing it not just in New York, we're seeing it across the country and across the world, quite frankly. Look what happened in the European Union elections, and look what's happening to our South and South America, countries like El Salvador and Argentina, also electing center-right candidates. In this particular case, we still have a Democrat that is the nominee, however, but at least it's somebody who's a little more centrist, moderate, somebody who would be willing to cross the aisle. I actually served with George Latimer in the state legislature, and it is by far an improvement for the people of the Bronx and Westchester, as well as New York State. But I think this is really another sentiment of what you're seeing on the minds of New Yorkers. They are fed up with the one-party Democrat rule that has taken us so far to the left. And again, it is a correction. Remember, last year, we won a city council seat in the heart of AOC's district in the Bronx. We flipped a number of state legislative seats in my district 2 years ago. We were able to deliver a Republican majority for the House by flipping multiple seats in the state of New York. So New York is, they're waking up and they're seeing what the Democrats are doing, particularly those of the far left persuasion, and they don't like it, and they want safe streets, they want secure borders, they want a strong economy, they want inflation to be lowered. And quite frankly, Joe Biden and the far left are not delivering on any of those
things.
Such
a good point, Congresswoman. Can you widen this out and give me an idea of what this might mean for Joe Biden on November the 5th and other members of the squad who might also be vulnerable? So AOC, fine, she won her primary yesterday, but it's not going to be a cakewalk for Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, or Cori Bush out in Missouri.
Yeah, I think particularly Cori Bush is very vulnerable. I mean, she was down double digits in the last poll that was taken. And I also think Ilhan Omar is very vulnerable as somebody who barely won 2 years ago and is in a rematch with that same challenger. So I think it would be a great thing if we can root out these extreme socialists. I mean, what did Jamal Bowman do last night in his speech? He started talking about the evils of capitalism, again, pushing the socialist agenda. Really trying to dismantle the free market society that is what America is based on. That's what job creation, that's what prosperity is based on in this country. We don't all want to be civil service workers, as you see in Cuba and Venezuela and other countries where they've totally destroyed the free market.
Yeah.
So I think people are rejecting that agenda, as well as the anti-police agenda. Jamal Bowman, one of the supporters of the Defund the Police movement here in New York and across the country, and open borders, right? He and AOC have been silent on 2 police officers being shot in the city of New York just a couple of weeks ago by an illegal immigrant. They've been silent on a 13-year-old girl being raped in the city of New York about a week ago. And people are rejecting it. They are very concerned about public safety, national security, and they should be, as we've just caught multiple ISIS members in our interior, including in New York.
Yeah, such a good point. And I think to your point about AOC, she's so popular on social media. And she held this rally with Jamal Bowman in the Bronx on Saturday. And she basically said, this is going to be the turning point for my friend and colleague, Jamal Bowman. But her power doesn't translate to people actually voting. for people that she's endorsing. Jamal Bowman just lost by 17 points, so that rally did absolutely nothing, and it got very little coverage from the local media in the Bronx, which I thought was also very telling. Congresswoman, go ahead.
Very small
15
crowd,
seconds.
nothing compared to what President Trump brought to the Bronx. Much larger crowd for President Trump than AOC and Jamal Bowman.
Yes, certainly a sign, maybe a sign of things to come. Congresswoman Malliotakis, great to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you.